Fella and fellas of the Pokemon world, what the frick is poppin'? What is up? It's that man with the plan, the man you gotta stand, Jordan Cruton Moore, coming at you guys right now with some more Showdown Shake-Up. I'm very excited to get back into this series, man. It was so much fun, and like you guys have to know, every Tuesday and Thursday we rockin' and rollin' with some Showdown Shake-Up, and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday we got a new Showdown show out, and I'm so excited to get into this episode of Shake-Up, man. Ever since I played it, man, I've been having that feeling. I've been like, I want to play it again, and it is time. It is time to play it again. So without further ado, we're gonna be playing the RU tier. I've already got everything set up right here on the PokeGameMD.com, so if you guys want to use this on your own, be sure to do that. I'll have it down in the description below. But we'll be playing an RU, my personal favorite tier of this generation. So let's just jump right into it and let's see what we got. Of course, we're gonna be using the mixed sets here. So we got some heat, we got some regular stuff. It's gonna be a really good time. So let's go ahead and randomize and let's see what we got. Ooh, right off the bat, we got that Rotom with the Colbur Berry, Levitate with the Thunderbolt, Nasty Plot, Substitute, and Shadow Ball. That thing is going to be able to come in and be a threat. Then we got the Drapion. I love me some Drapion. With Battle Armor, Black Sludge, Knockoff, Taunt, Earthquake, and Toxic Spikes. Then we got the Ninetales with Drought. Unfortunately, we have nothing to capitalize on that Drought, except we got this boy with the Nasty Plot. We Plotting, we Fire Blasting, we Solar Beaming. We got a little bit of some Toxic here. Then we got that Gourgeist with the Life Orb, Power Whip, Shadow, Sneak, Fire Blast, and Explosion. That's nearly the same set that I used just a few days ago on my Libero Reboot video. If you guys want to go check that out, that was a super cool video. Next up, we got some Skuntank. This thing's kind of sick too, but these two are the exact same, except this is infinitely better. We got that Black Sludge with the Aftermath, Nasty Plot, Plotting Up. I'm getting that Dark Pulse, Fire Blast, Sludge Bomb, killing it. And then finally we got Colbur Berry, so we got double Colbur Berry, Golurk with the Iron Fist, Stealth Rock, Shadow Punch, Earthquake, and Ice Punch. So we got a really cool team here. A lot of setup mons, a ton of setup mons. I think it's going to be pretty easy to get some KOs. So let's go ahead and let's export this boy. Let's export this boy and let's get it right in here to the team builder. You already know we got that saved up. We getting right here, and it is time to do it with Shake Up RU. Let's get it. I'm so excited. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I haven't played a single game of RU yet with this team, so we're going to be at the bare bottom of the ladder. So we'll see what we got here. Dude's got some cool stuff on the team. I like the Colossal. I like the Silvally. I don't know which one that is quite yet. Percusor's always a cool mon. You got to see me use Percusor the other day. Kind of a beast mon, if you ask me. I think a good lead here is just Golurk. Golurk matches up pretty well against a lot of his team. My only concern could be if he leads Galvantula. I don't really have a way to touch that thing. So another good lead could be something like the Gourgeist, Skuntank, or Ninetales. I think I am just going to lead Ninetales, actually, on the Galvantula here. So he can go for a number of things here. I'm just going to go for the Fire Blast. Hey, you too, man. You too. Nightwolf. Kind of like this dude's name. That's pretty cool. Fire Blast comes off here. He's going to live on a Sash, which is fine. I'm just going to go for Solar Beam because I can't miss. Actually, if he brings in Jellicent, then that'll make me... Oh, look at that stunt. Dude, that only did 42. This right here is an Assault Vest Jellicent if I've ever seen one. I'm going to go for the Toxic here. And I think I'm just going to go for another Solar Beam because that gives Ninetales a KO. Because we'll be able to pick it up here. So... he actually goes out into Colossal, which is interesting enough. I am going to go for the... Man, I really don't have a good switch into this thing, honestly. I mean, Golurk is an okay switch in, but at the same time, it's not that grand. I think I am just going to go hard Golurk here. He goes for the Earth Power, that's fine. I'm going to go for the Earthquake. We'll see what my opponent wants to do. I actually feel like he's not going to stay in, so I'm going to go for the Stealth Rock. He does stay in, and he just goes for the Flamethrower. That's fine. I'm going to go for the EQ then, if you want to do that. We do outspeed this thing, so we're going to one-shot Colossal. Crit definitely didn't matter when it's 4 times super effective. So, Rillaboom is going to come out now. We can go ahead and unlock Golurk, by the way. Since this thing isn't really going to be needed, I'm just going to go for the Ice Punch as he goes for a knockoff. That Colbur might let us live. Nope, not going to. That's fine. Rillaboom now in the driver's seat. What's my play here? What's my play? I think my play is Gourgeist here. I don't know what my opponent's going to bring out, but Fire Blast kind of just demolishes this dude, so I think that's what I'm going to go for. We're going to do 45 to Rillaboom, so he goes for a U-turn, which is sweet. That's some good shit for Rillaboom. That's going to be good for Drapion or Skuntank in the late game. He brings out Galvantula, which is going to go down. Golurk gets another KO with Stealth Rocks, so I was making sure that nothing else set up the Stealth Rocks. I don't know what could have on my team, but I was just making sure that nothing else did, because I'd like to give a kill to somebody else. So he's got Silvally Fairy coming out here. Interesting. We got some good stuff for Silvally Fairy. I think that Gourgeist is still good in this game, so I think I want to save it. And I think I'm going to go... I also think Ninetales is still good in this game. I think Rotom is probably the least valuable member, or is definitely the least valuable member. So I'm just gonna bring this in here and go for a Thunderbolt. If he wants to bring in Rillaboom, that's fine. We'll get a big Shadow Ball off on Rillaboom if he wanted to bring it in. He goes for the multi-tech. That's just going to KO me. And at this point, I can bring in... I think Skuntank is the play. And I can go just for a... I can go for a Fire Blast. I think he's going to Parting Shot into the Percussor, so I feel like my best play is just going for the... He actually Parting Shots into the Jellicent, which is an interesting play there. I think I am just going to go for the Dark Pulse because I don't really need Skuntank. It's very, very expendable, and I don't really know what Jellicent's going to want to do to touch me, so... We're going for the Dark Pulse. That's going to almost pick up the KO. He goes for the Recover. That's fine. I can just stay in and keep pulsing at this point. I'm actually going to bring in Gourgeist, I think. He brings in the Rillaboom, which is fine. I'm gonna go for a Fire Blast again. He's probably gonna end up going for the U-turn, if I had to guess. He doesn't. He stays in, and and Rillaboom is almost dead. I feel like this is a good opportunity to just bring in Skuntank. But I also feel like this is a good ability just to bring in Drapion and click Knockoff. I feel like could be another pretty good play. He could bring in the Percussor, which I am a little bit worried about, but Knockoff's going to do a decent amount to my opponent, but not too much. Drain Punch is what I was a little bit scared of. I'm going to go for the EQ. If he goes for Drum Beating, EQ only does 4. Dang, man, that only did 4 damage, bro. That did 4. I guess we are in grassy terrain. I didn't even think about the grassy terrain. My bad, man. My bad. My B. Drain Punch comes off here. It's gonna do a little bit. That's gonna do a little bit. We do a 19 with that. He's gonna go for the Drain Punches. That's fine with me. He actually just sacks this thing. So Drapion picking up a KO. So that's 2 KOs for you. Or that's 2 Mons that are unlocked for me. In this game still, I think that Ninetales can get a KO, and I think that Skuntank can still get a KO as well. So that's what I'm gonna play for. I'm gonna go into Skuntank here and just click that Fire Blast on this boy. Ooh, Choice Band Percussor. So good game to my opponent. We're gonna take the loss here. Aftermath is gonna hurt that dude a little bit, but not too much. And we actually miss a Fire Blast that might have won us the game. Actually, that's kind of sad, but it's okay. It's okay. We still outsped that thing, and even after webs, that's fine. So good game to my opponent, and let's get another team. We got 2 things unrandomized here. Let's get 2 more. We got a Jellicent actually. We got 3 Colbur Berry users. That is 3. Count them. Man, this team is scared of dark types. Look at this. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 things that are weak to dark types. That's rough. That's rough, man. That's rough. All right, let's export this. Let's get it in. Whoops, didn't mean to click on that. Hope you guys didn't see that. That was a little embarrassing. Not gonna lie. Let's go ahead and let's save this boy, and let's get another game. Let's get another one. Man, that last game was rough. But remember, we ain't in it to win right now. We're just in it to have some fun. So let's see what our opponent's rocking here. He's got some pretty good Mons. A really nice balanced team. Sableye and Hatchrim kind of in there for the defensive sides. Gallade probably could be Scarfed in my opinion. I think it's probably Scarfed or Banded. Probably Swords Dance. Drapion, and maybe Assault Vest or Life Orb Duraludon. I like running Life Orb Duraludon more than Assault Vest, but I can see why people would want to run Assault Vest because it's a pretty good mod. Let's see, what's the best lead here? I think the best lead personally is well, I honestly feel like my best lead is just leading Rotom here. So he actually leads Sableye, which is quite interesting. He probably has the foul play, so I think I'm going to bring in Skuntank. He actually goes for the fake out, that's fine with me. And I'm going to go for the Sludge Bomb. He could bring in a number of things here, one of which is Duraludon, and if he brings that in, that's a good play. He doesn't. I am actually going to go for the plot right in this dude's face as he brings in the Duraludon. He actually leaves in Sableye and goes for the knockoff. So he knocks off our Black Sludge, which is fine, but we now are +2 in this dude's face. He brings out the Duraludon here onto my Fire Blast, which is exactly what I wanted. If this thing's not max speed, he doesn't outspeed, but there's a chance he probably is if he's Life Orb. He's not, so Skuntank picks up a KO. There we go, bud. I knew this thing would be able to pick up a KO. That's kind of a he said, too. Skuntank now in the driver's seat for sure, for sure. Drapion coming out here, so that's fine. That's a good play. I'm going to just go for the... he's going to outspeed me, but I think I'm just going to go for the Fire Blast. Oh, no, we do outspeed. We do 44 to this thing, which is fine. I'm going to go for another Fire Blast here. Just try to do some damage to this thing. Because Drapion's kind of a threat, not going to lie. We do get the burn, which is awesome. And we can actually let this thing pick up another KO. He forfeits, which means you know what forfeiting means, don't you, boys? That means we get a whole team re-roll. Baby, let's randomize this boy. Oh my god, dude, this team is garbage, bro. But let's do it. Let's rock with it. Let's rock with it. This team is garbage, man. We got Calm Mind Virizion. We got Curse Rest Lax. We got Bolton with the Life Orb, with Strong Jaw gonna come in and click some buttons. We got Drifblim here with the heavy duty boots, and this thing is a Hex Whisper. That's annoying. Excuse me, that's annoying. Quillfish coming here. Rocky Helmet, Spikes, Toxic, a Taunt Quillfish, a Support Quill. I never would have seen the day, and an Avalug with that HDB with Rapid Spin. So some interesting mons here. Not gonna lie, not gonna lie. I gotta export this. I keep forgetting to do that, to click that button. So let's do this. Let's do it. Man, I'm so excited to get this team in. Man, this is gonna be some heat. Ain't no mon gonna pick up a KO with this team. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. This team could be okay. It could be okay. So my opponent's rocking some cool stuff. Not gonna lie. I like the Raichu. I like the Doug Trio. I like the Galvantula. This thing's very, very weak to Virizion, which I think is very helpful for me. Drifblim also kind of has a field day against this dude, getting off those whisks, as he has 1, 2, 3 physical attackers on his team, and all 3 of them are gonna get hurt bad from a Hex, which I think is a good little thing there. I'm gonna lead the Quillfish. This dude's got to be nervous about me just clicking Liquidation if I'm a Liquidate variant. Unfortunately, I am not. I'm gonna go for the Scald though. Right here, as we have no way to get these rocks off the field except for my rock mover. He goes for the EQ, that's fine. I'm going to go for the Scald. I'm going to do a good amount to him. And I'm just going to go for another Spike here. And then, but he's going to go ahead and pick up the KO, which is fine. So, my play right now is just to go Avalug here. And I'm going to click the Body Press on this boy. He goes for the Memento, which is an interesting play. Not going to lie, interesting play. I think he's probably going to bring in the Turtonator here on me. Or maybe he could bring in the Gallade and just hit something like a truck. So he's going to bring in the Turtonator here, which is fine. Honestly, there's nothing much I can really do against this thing. I think my best play here is just to go Snorlax. As he goes for the Shell Smash, this is going to be rough. This is going to be a little rough. I'm just saying. I'm going to go for the Body Slam, try to get a Para, which could help with the Speed tier. Could help with him missing some moves. So he goes for a Focus Blast. We get the Para miss on the same turn. That's rough. That's rough, man. I apologize for that. I really do apologize for that. I'm going to go for the body slam again. He misses another focus blast. That's rough. He hits the third one, but it's already too late. So Turtonator thing could have been a threat, but he misses 2 focus blasts in a row. That's really rough. So Snorlax is going to be able to be unlocked right now. So that's sweet. He goes for the bulk up. That's fine. I'm going to go for the Lariat. As he gets the Justify boost. I forgot all about Justify, man. He goes for the bulk up. I'm going to get another para. You know, just casual. Casual. I'm going to go for a Curse here. His Drain Punch does come off here. So Gallade in the driver's seat right now. This thing really is not going to be able to do very much against my my Virizion. Or really my Drifblim either. I think Drifblim's actually got a pretty good play here. I think Boltund is also a good play here to just go in and click a play rough. So I think that's what I'm going to do with Boltund. We'll see what this Gallade wants to do here. I'm going to click play rough. That's not going to do too much because of the defense raises that this thing's got. But now we can click Thunderfang. And this will do a little bit. That actually doesn't do more. We get the double pair. This dude is getting hacked like nobody's belief. If he gets hacked one more time. Nah, okay. So now we got an interesting play. I think I'm going to go for Virizion here. Click this Air Slash. Try to get this KO. Boltund got you down a little bit for me. And the Air Slash, not going to work. We get the flinch, dude. This dude is getting hacked out of his mind, bro. I feel so bad for this man. I feel so bad for him. But look at that. 2 Mons right here. Like 2 of my best Mons on my team are going to be unlocked. So Raichu comes out now. That's fine. I'm just going to go for the Air Slash again. He goes for the Psyshock. That's fine. Because at this point, I'm just ready for this game to be over for my mans. Because this has been rough for him. I'm going to go for that EQ. Actually, I think I'm going to go... Well, I can only go for... I was thinking I had some kind of support mode here. We get the EQ. Avalugg going to pick up a KO, which means 3 Mon's going to get to go out. This thing's going to be quite annoying, I think. So I'm just going to click EQ on this thing. That does 20. So I'm just going to keep clicking it. I'm going to keep on. I'm going to keep on keeping on with the EQs. I think the scariest thing is just knowing that we pretty much have no way to win this game. But GG's to my opponent. I mean, he got hacked like crazy. So like he deserves the win, honestly. Like that was just rough for my opponent. That did 27. That did more. Like actually though, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of cray. I'm gonna go for the Willow. Hopefully he brings in Decidueye. That would be best case scenario going for the Willow here. We missed the Willow. That's unfortunate. I'll go for it again though. And it's going to be a GG in the chat. We die next turn, so good games to my opponent. Good games. And let's get a couple more games here with this team. Let's get a couple more games with these teams, bro. Let's get a couple more. I'm going to go for one more Hex. Let's get a crit right now. Let's get a crit. Come on. Come on, Drifblim. Get a crit. Dang. Oh man. Well, you can hope. You can pray. Let's randomize this team again. Let's see what we get. We got a Xatu with the Magic Bounce. That's pretty cool. We got another Rotom, and we got a Silvally Water. Interesting. So special Silvally Water. Cool. I didn't mean to click randomize again. Luckily, we are already ahead of the game. We already ahead of it, boys. Save this boy and let's get this game. So once again, we still got that Dark type. Xatu is in UU. Oh, Pokegame, you done been lying to me, bro. Let's get this Duraludon, though. Let's get this boy right here. Let's get this boy. Bring it on. I love me some Duraludon, bro. I kind of like the Xatu, though. That was kind of heat. And then it's just ripped straight from my hands, bro. Ripped straight from my hands. So this dude's got some threats, man. Mudsdale's a threat. Because I just don't know how I'm going to kill that. Freaking Passimian's a threat. Charizard's a threat. Drampa's a threat, man. I don't even know what I'm going to do against these Mons. So let's get started. Why not? Let's send out Boltund first. I think Boltund is a good threat here. He outspeeds everything except for Passimian. So that's perfectly fine. And he leads the one thing I did not want him to lead. So that's kind of rough. Not gonna lie, not gonna lie. I can imagine he's probably just gonna go for a stab move, so I'm gonna go Drift Bloom here. So he goes for the EQ, that's fine. If he's Scarf, then I'm honestly just gonna go for the Willow here. I don't know what he's gonna bring in. He brings in the Mudsdale, that's fine, bro. That's actually fine, because now I can go for a Hex. He's probably gonna go for maybe like a... Oh, he forfeits! Dude, what the heck? That dude's team kind of messed me up, though. Like, he has some serious threats. So we get a whole nother reroll, man. We get a whole nother reroll. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Let's unlock these boys. And let's reroll this team, bro. I wanted to use Duraludon, too, man. I wanted to use him. Let's get it. Let's get another randomize. Let's go. What we getting? Ooh, Rune Regis right here with the Stealth Rocker. Wandering Soul, Frostlass with the Cursed Body, Skuntank again. Steelix, Galvantula, and Cressel. Cressel not even rocking the Swords Dance one. I'm actually going to re-roll the Skuntank because we already used it, and you already know I'm trying to get some. I'm trying to get some different. We already used this mon too. Hey, there's one we hadn't used though. Quag though. Quag we haven't used yet. This is a very, very defensive team. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. This is a very defensive team. Don't mind me. I click Command C instead of Command V. Let's do this. Let's get some shake up, bro. Let's shake this stuff up. I'm like, you really gonna give me a dupe mon while I'm playing a shake-up series? Like, no, man. We ain't using the same mons. We ain't doing that. These are some heat sets too. Like, what you doing? Give me the same Skuntank 2 times, bro. Like, what? What? Come on, man. We gotta find a game. I know I'm low on the ladder, but we gotta find something, man. There's no way RU ain't popping right now, bro. There ain't no way RU ain't popping right now. Oh well, I'll be back whenever we find a game, boys. Boys, we are back, and let's get this dub. Look at this dude's team. He's got some cool mons on here. I like the Salazzle. I like the Rillaboom. Rillaboom's gonna become one of the biggest threats in RU. I'm ready to make a Rillaboom team. Don't tell anybody, but that's gonna be coming tomorrow on Friday. But don't tell nobody. That's a secret between you and me. That's our little secret. So let's find out what we rocking here. I think there are a couple good things that we could lead here. One of which I think includes Cressel. I think they could be worried a little bit about me going for the Shell Smash. So I think that they're going to go for something interesting here. They go for the multi-attack, which is fine. Weak Armor does activate, which is going to let us put up these Stealth Rocks right here. And I think a layer of Spike is also pretty decent. But I think I'm just going to go for the Rock Blast here on the Savali and try to do some damage. Try to do some Demaglios here. I'm going to go Rune here, and at this point, Rune can just go for an EQ. He's going to go for the Defog, and Rune's going to pick up a KO. So Rune, boom, unlocked, and unloaded is how he's saying it. He brings out Cram now, so Cram's fine. I do kind of want to set up my Stealth Rocks again. I feel like they're pretty good in this game, so I think I'm going to do that. So he goes for the Icy Wind, that's fine. Icy Wind is not the right play. You should have just gone for a Scald. I don't know why he did not just do that. I'm going to go for the Shadow Claw. I don't know why I said Scald either. Surf is what I was thinking. And at this point, we can bring out the Galvantula here. And just go for a... Well, maybe that's not my best play. I'm thinking Volt Switch here, which we do go for. And we do pick up the KO on the Cramorant. So Galvantula picking up the KO. And we can go into Quag here. So he's probably going to bring in the Rillaboom here, which is what I'm pretty much asking for at this point. Because, I mean, it's 4 times super effective to me. So why would you not bring it out? I'm going to go Galvantula here as he goes just for the drum beating. That's fine. He outspeeds me after the drum beating, which is really interesting as well. And I'm going to go for the Frostlass. Frostlass can do a number of things here. I think Willowing is my best play, though. As he goes into Gallade. We missed the Willow. Ack. I'm going to go for the Willow again, though. I don't really know what this thing's going to do to touch me. He goes for the Knockoff. That's fine. Knock off our Life Orb. Cool with me. I'm going to click the Ice Beam. Gets a crit. That's unfortunate. I'm going to go Quag here. So Quag here has an interesting play. I think I'm going to go for the Scald here. I was going for the Scald in case he brought in the Rillaboom. But I'm going to go for it again. Just because I really think that this dude's going to eventually die here to these Scalds. So that's fine with me. Unaware is kind of being a pain in the butt right now because we're doing the same amount of damage. And at this point, I can just go for another Scald and Glade gets killed by the burn. Who burned him? I don't remember. I think it was... Yeah, it was Frost last year that burned, so that's fine with me. We give him a KO to you. So Lazzle comes out here, hurt by the stones, of course. He goes for the flamethrower. That is not going to KO because of Sturdy, and Steelix gets unlocked as well. So this turn we got 4 Mons unlocked. That's actually not too bad. That's not too shabby. Not too shabby. I'm going to go for the Heavy Slam. He's going to kill me with Drum Beating, though. So good game to my opponent. And let's get one more. Let's get one more game in here. And, oh, man, this is some heat. But you are not in RU, man. You are not in RU. So I gotta re-roll you. And this is the heat right here. This is the heat. This is a fun team, bro. I really like this team. Look at this. Focus Sash to Selgor with that spikes. Choice Scarf Pessimian, Heavy Duty Boots Colossal, Leftovers Sash again. We got 2 Sash leads, bro. We got 2 Sash leads. See what my opponent's going to go here. We taken an L in that game. I don't think we should have if we had a real team, but you know, it's perfectly fine. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. We gonna make it. We gonna make it out alive. I'm going to put on this timer, bro. And let's see what my dude's rocking. He's rocking a very, very Sun team. Ninetales, Vile Plume with Chlorophyll. Probably got Solar Power on this boy. Probably got Solar Blade here on you. Solar Beam on you. Solar Beam on you. Solar Beam on you. So this dude's definitely a fire team. Which means that Sandaconda, Crustle, and Colossal are going to have themselves a field day against my opponent. I'm going to lead the Crustle here. As he leads the Decidueye, that's fine with me. I think I'm going to go for the knockoff on this turn. We do a good 80% to this Mon. So we knock off his band. He goes for the Spirit Shackle. That's fine. I'm going to go for another knockoff. So he goes for the Sucker. That ain't going to work. That ain't going to work. And Crustle is unlocked. Because you guys know how it be. Even though it's the last game. Still got to unlock this boy. So he's going Vaporeon. I'm gonna see if I can put up my rocks here, which is fine. He actually lets me get up rocks, and I can put up a layer of spikes, which I think is going to be really nice for the Colossal. He's actually going to let me put up 2 things of spikes, which is really interesting. He brings in the Colossal, which is fine. And at this point, I think my best play is Quag. So Quag comes in here, and Quag clicks Scald, and Quag hurts something like a motherfricker. He goes for the Rapid Spin. That's fine. I'm going to go for the Scald again. Actually, I'm going to go for the Toxic on this turn, as he actually stays in with Colossal, which I think was really, really stupid of him. But I'm going to go for the Earthquake here, and I'm going to go for the Toxic on this boy. Put a timer on Vaporeon, and everything is going to work out just fine. That's my saying in life. Now, I don't really know what I'm going to bring in on this thing, because I don't really know. So he's actually got Heal Bell on this thing, which is interesting. I'm going to Encore him into Heal Bell. And I'm going to put up my spikes here. He actually goes into Ninetales, which is perfectly fine. I'm going to do Final Gambit here on this Ninetales and just try to do some damage. We bring it down to 5, which is perfect. He goes for the Fire Blast. That's cool. And we can bring in Pessimian here and just go for a knockoff. And this will let us play for a couple turns here against this knockoff. So that's perfectly fine with me. Pessimian is going to pick up a KO, so I can go ahead and I'll unlock this boy. Unlock him up. Or if he wants to switch out Ninetales, that's also fine. He doesn't. So we get rid of the Heat Rock on this thing. He can bring in a number of things here, but I really think Pessimian's just got a good little rock and roll with this thing. So Vileplume's going to come out now. I don't really know what this thing's going to want to do. We go for the knockoff. It's not Chlorophyll, which is interesting. He goes for the Solar Beam. It's going to pick up the KO. So he's actually not Chlorophyll. Or maybe he is Chlorophyll. He could be Chlorophyll, and I just didn't see. Because we outsped him. I don't know. Flamethrower's going to come off here. Anything's going to outspeed me at this point. He could go into Vaporeon, which I still don't have a way to touch that thing. He doesn't. Colossal picks up a KO. So, look at that. 3 Mons getting KOs in this game, bro. That's what I'm talking about. So, Vaporeon comes out here. I'm going to go into Quag. And at this point, I just got to go for the EQs. I'm going to go for another EQ because I think he's just going to keep this thing in here. Yeah, I think he realizes that I can't really touch this boy. Because I cannot touch this thing. I'm going to go for the Glare here. Onto the Vaporeon. Get that paralysis on this boy. Which I think is great. We get Shed Skin. So this is how we're probably going to have to deal with Vaporeon. But this thing's probably got Scald to hit us. So that's fine. I'm trying to get some crits right here with Stone Edge, because it's a high crit move, even though I've never, ever had a crit with this move, I don't think, so that's fine with me. We miss, that's fine. I think this game's pretty much over. I think I'm going to go ahead and just forfeit this game here, but let's see what mons we would get if we were to do it one more time. See what we would get. These mons, of course, right here, unrandomized. We got some cool stuff here, but let's see if we were to do this one more time, what mons would we get? We would get... Are you serious? We rolled into the same Passimian. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. Let's go ahead and randomize it one more time. See, look at this threat. Look at these threats, man. But I hope you guys did enjoy this episode of Showdown Shakeup. I know I did. It's a ton of fun to record this series. It's a ton of fun to use some mons that I never would normally use. But I hope you guys did enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.